So, how many of you have already seen the demo video which was shared by the institute? Okay, let me start. Let's assume you guys don't know anything about Power BI or you haven't seen the demo video. What will be covered? What is the thing that we are going to teach in this sessions that we are going to take for Power BI? So, okay, coming to my background, I have around 12 years of experience, and I I write SQL, I write Python, I do Tableau, I do Power BI, I know Hyperion, and then like I do whatever in data transformation. I do data analytics, all those things, and it's like day in day out. It's like I play with data, connect to data sets, pull data sets, transform data sets, make meaningful insights out of it, see how the things are going for a particular company, what we can do better, or which particular product or which particular sale is better, which product is poor, what can be taken as a measure, all those things. So I help out my top level to see what data looks like. Giving meaningful insights of data is the most important thing in current days because there is too much of data around, but exactly what is to be done with that data is most important. Okay, so in this session, what we are going to cover, it is there in the course content that will be shared with you. Okay, in this session, we will teach you from the basic, even though you don't know anything about coding or anything about computers, also is fine. You can learn Power BI, it is that simple. And it is all front end tool. You can do direct transformations on top of it, and you just need a simple common sense to use Power BI. So that should be sufficient. And then Power BI for desktop is free. Okay, how you can download us, you can go to Power BI, Google Power BI. Okay, once you Google Power BI, you will get it Power BI direct visualization. But instead of that, you can just type in download. It will take you to the link. Okay, Power BI desktop. You can download or click on advanced download options, and then once you click on download, it will ask, shall I download? Okay, right now I already have it, so I'm not doing that. You can click on download. I'll help you out once we start the sessions and we further progress on that. Okay, and then once we install Power BI, we will learn through all the course content. Let me run through the course content and then I'll show you what kind of visualizations we have done, what kind of data that we have played with, what kind of measures that we have written, what kind of calculated columns that we have done, all those things. In this course, even though you don't know anything about Power BI, from the time you join, by the time you finish this course, you should be knowing at least 80% of Power BI. You will be knowing because we will teach it from basic level to the advanced level. Okay, the course is designed in that way, and then even in our previous batches, like, people were completely new to Power BI and they are decent enough to do Power BI nowadays. They know how to handle, they know how to write a DAX, or they know how to write a calculated column, they know how to make a visualization. It's convenient enough. Okay, you will be also able to do it if that is your focus. So once we install Power BI, then we will learn about data transformations, measures, calculated columns, Power Query editor, and then we will do modeling within Power BI. What kind of joins are there? What columns join we can make? There are multiple tabs within Power BI. Okay, let me open a sample Power BI. 1 second. If you guys have any questions, you can stop and ask me, like, what is your expectation and all this. I'll be able to answer. Just a minute. My Power BI is opening. Okay. I don't know how many of you are already like well versed with cricket, but recently there was a World Cup played between all the countries, which was World Cup T20. So we have taken that data, and basing on that data set, we have created few visualizations here, like who was the top scorer in that World Cup tournament and who was the top wicket taker in that, and all this. Like once you click on this, it is all interactive. In the entire tournament, 23,000 runs were scored, and then 729 wickets were captured. These many boundaries were scored. 644 sixes have been scored, and then who's among the top of the table. If you see, it was India. How many matches have been won? It was India. And then finally it was won by Australia. That is a different story. And then if you see, this is a graphical view bar chart, like how many matches India has won, how many matches they have lost. If you see, light blue is won, lost, all those things. And what was the net run rate? Negative, we have a different color shade. Positive, we have a different color shade. And then if even if you see this, if you click on Virat Kohli, okay, here right hand shade, it will show Virat Kohli was dismissed by which players in this tournament. He was dismissed by Madhushankar, David Willey, Hassan Ali, all those players. And even if you click on Mohammad Shami, it will show Daryl Mitchell has scored highest runs among Mohammad Shami. Okay, all these things. And then if you unclick and if you want to see Rohit Sharma, how many sixes he has scored in this tournament, it was 31 sixes that he has scored. So yeah, within Power BI, this is called as report view. This is called as tabular view. This is called as model view. This I was speaking. Once we come into this section of Power BI, wherein modeling, we will do the modeling, we will join one table with the other, and there will be different concepts of cardinality, one to one, many to one, all those. I will teach you about the joins. If you don't have the concept about joins, also that's not a big thing. You will be taught on that. And next, if you see as a sample, like if you see, like in which stadiums that matches have been played this year. Okay, if you click on Narendra Modi Stadium, it will highlight to Ahmedabad. Okay, if you unclick again, if you want to see in Delhi which matches have been played, once you click on Delhi here, this is Himachal Pradesh. Let me click on Delhi. Okay, if you click on Delhi, then it is Arun Jaitley Stadium. It was among matches between Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, India, Australia, and Sri Lanka. How many runs have been scored? How many total wickets have been captured? All those things. And if you can see here, like who was the man of the match in that matches that have been played in Kolkata. If you see in Hyderabad, it was like Pakistan matches mostly. Santner, Rizwan, Shakil. I think Mumbai or somewhere it was Virat Kohli more. It should be Kolkata. Yeah, Virat Kohli here. Okay. And then once we go here, then we can see the top five batsmen in this tournament. I think I've switched to top 10 here. If you see, click on the filter, I've changed, switched it to top 10. Heading is different. Top 10 bowlers again here. Top five for performance. It's not that they scored more runs. It's not that they are the best batsmen. So like the top five performers across the tournament, like how many man of the matches that they have got more compared to the other players. And then this is a different visualization wherein it will show you, if I unselect England here, this will show you like the bowling team wise, Indian bowling team who has scored more runs against Indian bowlers, who has been the best bowler in Indian team, who has been the best performer in India. Okay, it is Mohammad Shami, and then Mohammad Shami has taken 15 caught behind wickets, 7 bowled. Bumrah is the second topmost bowler in Indian team. If you see, he has captured 20. So all these visualizations you will learn. You will learn how to transform the data to so that you can get this visualizations on board, and it is very simple. Trust me, this dashboard, it is very the simplest among all that I've taught in the sessions. I will teach you again the same. Okay, any questions until now? You guys can be interactive. What is the expectation that you have out of this session? What you want to learn? Is anyone completely new who's new to coding as well? Okay, then in that case I'll continue. And then, okay, DAX. This is where it is the most critical thing in our course and the most difficult topic in Power BI, but it will be taught in a very smoother way. Okay. And then modeling with Power BI that you already know. Power BI desktop visualizations that I've shown of Virat Kohli and everyone. All the visualizations that are present in Power BI, almost all of this, 90% of this will be taught in this course: how to use them, how to modify them, how to format them, how to play around, how to cross report, how to drill through, all those things, slicer, filter, everything will be taught to you. Okay. And then how to use Power BI, Python, Python within Power BI, and then refreshing data sets, that will also be concept transferred to you. And then, even though few things here and there that I did not mention in this course content, basing on other batches request students, I have taught a few other concepts which are more new and in detail. Like a few buttons have come in new, like this new slicer button, new number card. This will also be taught to you. Okay. Even though few things are not there, if you have some doubts, you can come up and ask me. Might be we'll cover in the sessions as we go through. Okay. That was one report. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I am completely new to this Power BI. So I just
Okay.
want to know what are the basic things I need to know before I get into the Power BI. It's like sure it's a
Have
Python
you
and all.
have you
I
done
don't know
have
the
you done any
Python.
coding, madam? Have you done any coding before?
Yeah, I know Java.
Awesome.
So other than
Then you know much of Power BI. It's okay. This Power BI
okay,
with Python is an extra topic. If you know, it
okay,
is good. If you don't know, also you don't need. Actually, when I teach you Python, that is an
hmm,
extra facility available in our course. Okay,
okay,
that we are teaching. Even you
okay,
don't want to write Python within Power BI, it will not stop you, because all the features, if you see in
hmm,
transform data, let me click on transform data. That was a good question from you. Okay. Once I click on transform data, no, you have lot of options here. Keep rows, remove rows, split column, group by, make rows as first header, replace values, merge queries, append queries. All these concepts, almost 90% on this tab. Transform, even transform will be taught. Like everything, whatever is there, you will be taught everything. Once you know this shortcuts already available in Python, you won't be needing to write Python. Sorry, within Power BI, if you know, you don't need to write Python again. But if you know Python, you are a Python enthusiast, you want to incorporate Python within Power BI, yes, that is good thing. But if you don't know, you don't need. Simple.
okay.
Okay. Power
Uh,
BI is
and,
sufficient. Good. You were
okay.
asking something?
And also for DAX,
Yeah, I
you
will
talk
just
about
open
DAX,
one
right?
thing now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. 1 second. So what I've done, madam, even I wanted to check ChatGPT's knowledge on this concept. So what I've done, the most important topic that I give in my courses, I like students to concentrate on practicality rather than PowerPoints. I don't go or dwell in PowerPoints. I don't like that concept. Even I've
Okay.
opened Power BI, I don't cover this because I can share this and you can read through. This has nothing other than text here. My concept is do reporting, teach you DAX, teach you calculated columns, how to transform data. My main focus is completely on that. And we will do a lot of reports. I'll show you that. So what I've done in our courses, I have written around, like, if you see how many, 115 lines of DAX. So this would be around 70 odd DAX formulas, if you see. So what I've done, I've asked ChatGPT, can you split it among the complexity, which is more complex, which is lesser complex. I have pasted all this into ChatGPT and I've asked it. So then it told me these are the low complexity ones. These are the medium complexity ones. If you see from here till, wait, here, and then high complexity from here till line number 116, line number 51. So our focus is how to transform data, how to get the best visualization. Once you understand how to write transform columns, like calculated columns and measures, I mean DAX means measures,
Okay.
you know Power BI, you know advanced Power BI. Take that as account. You not even basic, you know advanced, because many people struggle to write DAX. My course, I will teach you these many lines of DAX, and even in the course content, if you would have seen, I would have spent more time in DAX only.
Okay.
Okay, that is the topmost, and this will go beyond 5 hours, and that has been in my previous course batches as well. DAX has been the most concentrated topic, and see, it is in front of you. This will be shared with you, and I'll show you how to write each and every formula. What is sum, what is sum x, what is count, what is average x, how to write, why a calculate is needed, why a all selected, all except, all is needed, what is the difference between them, what is sales, rank, rank x, all those things, and then summarize tables, and then if else conditions, switch conditions, and then I'll teach you parameters as well, and you will be taught this one. What do you say? One second. IDs as well. One second. Let me open that. Then all this, whatever is there right now on your screen, this all will be taught to you. And one more thing also, I'll teach you how to. If you are new, you don't know how to write DAX, no? How
Yeah,
can
I
you
do.
ask ChatGPT? Okay, because that is the
Okay.
most recent trending thing. How can you ask
Yeah.
ChatGPT to tell you? It will only give you the measure. If you understand what I teach you, basing on what it gives around 70-80% correct, because you understand the concept from me already. What it gives
Mm-hmm.
you, even though it is 70-80% correct, you can make it better, and you can make it almost 100% correct. So you need not worry about DAX by the time you can finish this course. Okay, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT also for getting
Okay.
DAX. Okay,
Okay.
and I'll teach you all the concepts that are present in DAX also. Okay.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Also,
Hi,
one
Abhishek.
more thing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
take one after the other.
yeah. Do we need to know about the database like Oracle or SQL for this?
Good question, madam. If you don't know SQL also, it's fine.
Okay.
But knowing SQL gives you a added benefit, because the problem is, okay, your organization, I don't know where you work, but at the end of the day, if
Mm-hmm.
you have to pull the data from a database, you should be knowing
Database.
SQL.
Yeah.
Correct? If you don't know SQL, then how can you pull the data? But if you are pulling the data within a CSV or an XLS file, you don't need
Hmm.
SQL. Simple.
Okay. Yeah.
But see, madam, honestly, to tell you, select statements are very simple in SQL. You should write select followed by the
Yeah.
column names from table
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. I
And
know the
once you get,
basic things, but
yeah, then sufficient, madam. Advanced is not at all needed, because all the transformations Power BI will help you do, no?
okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Next question.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Abhishek. So
Go ahead.
basically, I have two questions actually. So first one
Mm,
is being the data analytics. Like, so being a nomad, so if I wanted to search a job in the field of Power BI, it's
uh-huh.
not always Power BI developer, as far as I
Correct.
see.
Correct. Correct.
It's like data analyst or business analyst, which requires Power BI plus additional skills.
Yes,
Like
correct.
it could be wrangling in the Excel, it could be SQL, Python sometimes, and some business knowledge as well.
Mm.
So, will it be taught the extras? I mean, in this session, will you teach the extra skills apart from Power BI as well?
This
Like, which will
course,
help
sir,
us to,
I got it. I can answer your question. This course, sir, this is very specifically targeted at Power BI. Okay.
okay. Mm-hmm.
This batch, what you are present
Okay.
today, this we are
Mm-hmm.
very specifically targeted for Power BI. Okay.
Okay.
Someone who already knows and they want to learn Power BI,
Mm-hmm.
because they have to do it in their job. No, that is targeted for them. The
Okay.
other thing that you were asking, the because I have been a data analytics manager now, I have been
Mm-hmm.
working related to data for 4 5 years now. If
Okay.
you have heard my intro,
Mm-hmm.
it's all data: SQL, Python, transformation tools like Alteryx, Informatica, and then ODI, and then there are schedulers, and then end of the day, final visualization is through Power BI, Tableau, or Hyperion. My
Okay.
life has been this. Okay, your question is very
Mm-hmm.
genuine. If you want to take a data analyst course that we are launching in the next month, if you want all three,
Next month.
in that I am planning
Okay.
to teach SQL, Python, Power BI together. Okay,
Okay.
that will be a 45-hour session. This is just a 25-hour session. That will be a
Okay.
45-hour session. That will be in
Mm-hmm.
depth of all the three topics.
Okay, got it.
Your
And my
question is
next
genuine
question,
because, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I got it. So that my next question would be around the projects basically. So
Hmm.
you took a very good example in terms of understanding, like everybody should able to understand the same. But
Hmm.
let's say if I'm a person who is going for the interview,
Hmm.
maybe I'll put this as my project. Like I'll say, this is the project that I've done. This is my portfolio. So, do you teach something related to some not genuine business cases, but semi-business cases kind of a thing? Like could
Okay.
be a retail data, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
see what
Hold on.
kind of
Hold on
dashboards
one
and all.
minute. 1 minute. 1 second. Let me open something for you. These all are what I do with my students. Like all this, what you see, this is all the Power BI reports that I built along with them. So I'm trying
Okay.
to open this. This example is like a crazy example. I want people to get familiar because all the people who are from generally or larger audiences from India only, they relate
Mm.
well and they understand well this concept that I show on screen of Virat Kohli and all the others. But the
Okay.
main concept is from the concept of sales and other things only. I'm waiting for it to open. Just a moment.
Okay. So meanwhile it opens, I have another question
One
actually.
more.
So
Go ahead.
yep, the Power BI generally, okay, so developing a Power BI is one thing, but connecting this to the actual websites, like the deployment part of it, will it be taught in this course, like embedding this or using the APIs as a Power BI embed and all those concepts?
No, sir. That wouldn't be covered. No.
Okay.
End of the day, once you publish Power BI, what
Mhm.
you want to do? Data refresh you are asking about?
Not the data refresh. So not always we'll show the Power BI in the Power BI app, right?
You
We'll
mean to
either
say
embed this,
you want to deploy it in some PPT or
yep,
something? Okay, that
not
I
only
don't cover.
PPT. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay,
that's it from my side. Thank you.
okay, awesome. Right. Because that will be too much of complexity. Might be someone who is very basic, they will not understand so much of concept. Because what you are asking right now, that is very specific to office environment and you are already a developer over there. Okay, once you are a developer
Okay.
over there and you go to that level of complexity, you are at the senior developer level, they will expect you to
Mm-hmm.
do such kind of things. Because
Okay.
people who are joining to learn Power BI, if you go to that level of teaching, they will not even be learning Power BI. They'll be a bit of scared of, okay, what is this? And this will
Okay.
take
Okay.
you, as I told you before, by the time you finish this course, you can say, I know 80% of Power BI. Okay,
Okay. Got it.
right.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good. So your question, sir. This is office supplies table, okay, and it shows you the sales. 1 second, okay, like which region, what is the sale that we hold, okay, and then who is the rep under it, okay, and then what is the item that they are selling,
Okay.
okay, what is the discount promotion that they are giving, okay, and then if you see region wise, which region is making the most, ignore the test for now. Okay, if you see right now, north region is selling the most. Why? It is almost selling double amount of east and 4 times of west. There is some serious problem with west. Then you can go figure out how many sales reps are there, what kind of items
Okay.
that they are selling, and why they are selling less. All those. My main focus. See, end of the day, sir. Even though you, me, or anyone, we are working in an organization, it is all about what we are selling or what service we are providing. Okay, how much
Right.
we are making through it, what is the region that is in loss, what is the region that is doing well, which product is good, which product is bad. Do I need to sell desks in this organization anymore? Right now on the screen, if you see this guy, hardly I sell any desk. Okay,
Okay.
and I
Mm-hmm.
sell the most is pencil or a pen set. If you see north region, 1 second, let me uncheck Matthew. So let's see only the items that are being sold. This is matrix visual, sir. Might be you already know because the questions that
Yep.
you are asking. So now, which region? See, these guys are selling the binder most, and they sell desk the least. Okay. Do I need to concentrate on desk? Might be that's why which these products are being sold the most, and I'm making the most. Do I need to concentrate on desk? Might be I should take a call being a CEO of that organization later on. But our course, by the time you finish, no, the focus is on what is the practical scenario in the office, what kind of questions
Okay.
come up, sales, revenue.
Okay.
End of the day, we are concentrating on that only, no?
Cool. Makes sense
Yeah,
actually.
correct.
Thank you.
And all this, if you see all these measures, the session is going on currently. We are at almost end for the other batch. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so all this DAX I write in the sessions and show them how to write the DAX and play with it, all the tables, and even you see calculated columns. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
these all are calculated tables. If you see with a small calculator in front of the table, these all are
Mm-hmm.
calculated tables. And then the other sources, if you see the models also, I make it more real, sir. Like, okay, 4 or 5 tables are there. How are you making the joins?
Right.
Because we can't get the original data set, no, but I try to
Of
make it
course.
real. Like you have a employee table, manager table, office supplies table, delivery details, all those. Like,
Okay, cool. Got it.
any other questions, anyone?
And if I'm right, we'll not be going at M language level, right? Mashup and all.
No, sir. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Any other questions? Okay, let me continue. Sorry. Okay, so I'll start with the basic. Okay, how to build the visualization. Even in this visualization of World Cup, we have deliveries table, matches table, points table. All these tables need to be joined, and then the concept of joins will be explained, because our target is to make people who don't know coding also to make them understand coding. All the join concepts of Venn diagrams, that will also be taught, wherein something like this. Okay, all the SQL join concepts is taught. Someone asked me, I don't know SQL. This join concepts also will be taught, because this is very important for you guys. Without knowing join concepts, you you won't understand how to join in Power BI also. This is very simple, but it will be taught again. And then, okay, there is this office supplies table. In this office supplies table, you will have the sale details of a particular. Right now on the screen I can show you region, rep, item, and then the promotions. And we have other details as well: the order ID, order date, discount date, sorry, delivery date. All those will be calculating basing on the order ID and the number of days taken to delivery. And in this only you will learn all these measures, like 100 odd lines of measures, like it is around 70 odd measures that you will be learning. And I'll be teaching you the calculated columns as well, how to create a calculated column within transform data using Power Query. Or, one second. Okay, and then the other one is within the tabular view as well, how to calculate the columns. Okay, that will also be taught to you. Any questions right now? You can ask me if it is overwhelming. Are you in confusion that can I do it? Is anyone having this question? Don't worry on that, because my previous batch also we had a few people who are completely new to coding, and they could understand by the end of this course. One lady was terrific, especially she had a 10 years gap from job, and then later on, whatever I used to do without looking at my Power BI, she used to replicate the same, and same next day she used to come and ask me questions on how that calculated column or how that measure was written. If she can do, all of us can do. Okay, and then one second, and then Amazing Mart also. Just give me a moment. Okay, this is about the share price of ITC. Okay, which I have pulled out of our NAC, National Stock Exchange. And then if you see, it was first launched in 2003 December. Okay, 2003 December it was first launched into share market. And we do some statistics of ITC, like what is the share price today, what is the share price previous year, what is the share price previous month. And then we try to calculate the percentage of difference year on year, if it was a holiday, or what is the share volume, what is this total share price today. All these things we will calculate. So for this, it's all measures again. I try to mainly focus on teaching you guys measures, because that is where most of the Power BI developers struggle. If you see all this calculator symbols right now, okay, these all are extra. These are not there in this, what do you say, this sheet that I'm showing in Notepad++. This is a different report, and again, all these measures are taught to you. Total value of share, sum of price, percentage year on year, if there is an error, if there is no error, all these things like present, what is this called? Same period last year. All these things will be taught to you. Okay, I will teach you on share price as well. So generally, like what has been the share price today? What is it previous year? What is it previous month? What is it the previous date? How to get these details? Because generally in practical reality, we are working somewhere. It is all how are we today, how are we previous, and what it is in future. So all these things need to be learned. I'll try to teach you the concepts using DAX and everything, all the knowledge of how to calculate. You will be able to understand. This is on the share price of ITC. Any questions? You see percentage. This is a slicer, the date navigation. This is in between that I've used. So it was on, if you see 8th of September 2011, the price of the share was 132.77. Previous month, the price was 130. Previous year, the price was 109. Year on year, we grew by like ITC on September 2011 compared to the previous year of 2010, it grew by 20%. Okay. If you see what was this data that I downloaded was on 15th of December. So if you see the recent most, might be okay. Last year to previous year, ITC around 23rd to 2023 December was around 35% growth. So which is all good to see. All these data sets. If you are interested in mutual funds or stock markets, you can do your own statistics. Good. Any questions? Anyone? Okay. Then 1 second. Okay, this is about the amazing mart from the data is from Google. I randomly took it from anywhere. Like we have two table data, like orders and then the list of orders, breakdown between them, which region it is concentrating. And the main region over here, it is for understanding what is the sales, profit quantity, profit percentage, all those things. And then you have other visualization, how to get, if you have a latitude, longitude, okay, you have those details, how to pinpoint where this order is from. If you see, this is all Europe data. Might be I'll select one particular, you see, the order is placed from this region. So if you have a latitude, longitude detail, how can I get the maps onto it? Already you have seen, because I have region details in our World Cup tournament, we could plot it on India map basing on the region only. If you select this, it is city and venue. But this Europe map, it is based on the latitude and longitude. I hope you understand what is latitude and longitude. It is the Google location on the maps. Once you drop it here, it will give you exactly what point this order is placed from. All this you will be taught. All these 4 reports you will be taught from scratch in this course. And if I go back to the course content, I'll show you how to publish. After you publish, how you can refresh to data, and then you will be covered a topic of how to connect to database of PostgreSQL, and then you will be shown how to create dashboards, and then you will be taught all these visualizations right now on the screen that you have seen here. These are the visualizations that are available, excepting R and few like this Power Automate and Power Apps. All rest of the other things will be taught to you, and almost all the buttons, whatever you see on this thing, no, even parameter, numeric parameter, field parameter, how to create a quick measure, new column, new table, manage relationships, manage roles, what is dynamic row level security, and then sync slicers, filters, bookmark selections, and then if you want to apply slicer button for everything, and then performance analyzer, format also. Format is a default thing that will be anyway shown to you when we play with the visualizations. Hmm. I already told you we will connect to database, we will connect to CSV, and we will connect to Excel. That will be the major area we'll be focusing on. And yes, anything else anyone wants to ask? And as I told you, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT as well for this to get the measures. Don't worry on measures. You will learn it very simply by the end of this course. Any further questions? Anyone is interested in installing Power BI?
They already installed Power BI.
Awesome.
Should,
You could open, madam. You could open any file.
sorry, I just installed the Power
No,
BI.
you can open Power BI. Might be I will show you how to enter data also. Might be just for the sake of practice.
Okay.
If you're in front of system only.
Yeah. Give me in the 2 minutes. I
Yeah, yeah.
just.
Take your time because we have 20 minutes around because this is demo only. I want people who are very new to Power BI also to feel comfortable.
Okay.
Nilesh, you want to ask something?
Uh, yes.
Go ahead.
So I have a few questions to ask. I'll go one by one.
Hmm.
There's the one more tool in the market which I come to here a lot is that's a Tableau.
Correct, sir.
Which is the
Hmm.
better, Power BI or Tableau?
Good question, sir. I use both. Visualizations, convenience, copy pasting, formatting like you do in Word or PowerPoint. It is similar in Power BI also. It is very convenient to play around with visualizations in Power BI. And the advantage of Power BI is it is a Microsoft product. So might be if your organization is tied up with Microsoft, they'll force you to use Power BI. And why Tableau? If you want to use Tableau, is very good at writing formulas. Okay, calculations. It is little faster, and there is a concept called as hyperfile in Tableau, which is supported by transformation tools like Alteryx or some Informatica or something, which you can connect directly to Tableau. That is lacking in Power BI. One thing which I felt on my own, because you don't have a Power BI specific file like Tableau's hyperfile. Okay, but end of the day, you can write it to CSV and you can connect to Power BI, or you can write it to database and you can connect to Power BI. And if you ask me, I wouldn't rate one is better than the other. Both are good, but both have their own advantages. Power BI is in visualization side, Tableau is in calculation side.
Okay. So in terms of job market or the number of openings,
Good question, sir.
which one?
I will tell you, ChatGPT is of Microsoft. Now you get your answer. I hope you get your answer.
Okay, okay. And secondly, you're talking about DAX.
Yes,
What is
correct.
the alternative of a DAX? Sorry, not alternative, but what's there in Tableau? So I think you just
Tableau,
use the term something.
the
Yeah.
concept of writing formulas, they call it DAX in Power BI. But end of the day, over there you write level of detail. Okay, wherein we called include, exclude, fixed in Tableau. The structure how you write it is little different to Power BI, but the naming convention is different. They call it DAX, data analysis expressions in Power BI. The same thing you will write it in Tableau also, but the syntax will be little different here and there. That's it.
Mm, okay. Uh, and
But
so
one
just
more
by
advantage I
now,
need to show you,
yeah,
sir. One second. One second, I'll show
yeah.
you. Let me pull some transform data. This I like very much in Power BI. One second, I'll show you. Okay, might be I have a very few in this. Let me go here because I generally like to write DAX instead of transform data formulas because DAX doesn't consume much of memory. Calculated columns load up the memory on your Power BI. So I generally write formulas. So now, if you see, sir, right now on the screen, I loaded the data within this Power BI. Okay, all the matches data, deliveries data, like every ball that was played in this. And then if you see, after I loaded the data until here, okay, I changed a few columns, text type, integer type, float type, all those that I've changed. And then I've split a particular column. I've changed the type of one more column. I have filtered a few particular rows. I have renamed columns. I've created a formula to calculate wickets. Okay, and then I've renamed a column, added custom column again to find out boundaries, and then I've added a custom column again to find out sixes. So I'm opening this notebook after like 20-30 days. Okay,
Yeah.
but everything is in a sequence order, and I understand, even though I look back today at 8:25, 8:15, I can read through in a particular sequential order. Okay, I opened this Power BI on that day, I wrote these many lines of things, and one after the other you can go back and see. But that is a disadvantage in Tableau, where you open, you connect, and you keep on writing formulas over there. You don't know what thing you have done first on Tableau desktop,
Hmm.
and you break some step here, it will tell you this step is broken, you go and fix it. This I like very much in Power BI. I am a fan of
Uh,
both, sir, if you ask me.
okay. Okay. Uh, and so just by learning or mastering the Power BI tool, can we get jobs?
Good question, sir. If you know only Power BI, will I get a job? How many years of experience do you hold? That is my question.
Uh, I do have, so I don't, I'm from, I don't have like experience in the data field, but
Okay, you
it's like experience in, yes, yes,
you are like searching for a IT job, correct? That is what my understanding is.
yes, that's correct.
So, sir, if you are in data field, sir, you should know SQL. Then you should know Power BI. Minimum basic things, sir. SQL, it is not difficult to learn, sir. 5 days, you search in any website, you can learn. Basics only they will expect you. Select statements and all those things. Once you know that, handling Power BI is simple, sir. So if you know these two, if you want to try out for a job at a basic level, you will get, sir. But someone was asking me sometime back, I want to become a data analyst or a data analytics person. Then they will expect more out of you at a senior level. They will expect you to do everything on your own, correct? But my
Okay,
expectation, if I'm taking you as a fresher or 1-2 years experience, and my target is I want you to do only Power BI transformations or visualizations in the office, I will take you for that job only, no, sir. So end of the day, your effort of learning Power BI will not go waste, because that is needed, no? Visualizations definitely you have to do,
yeah. Yeah. So,
correct?
here again, there's a one more position that's available if you see in the job portal. That's the data analyst or the data
Yes, sir.
analytics also that
Once you,
you mentioned before.
I'm
So
telling
what's
you, no, sir.
the yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Finish your question. I will tell you.
Oh, okay, so I would like to know like what's the difference in terms of the job responsibility of between a data analyst and a Power BI developer? I think Power BI developer is the job that we can get after doing after mastering Power BI, right? I think.
Sir, Power BI developer, you don't need much effort, sir. I'll be honest with you.
Okay,
You finish this course, you can call yourself Power BI developer, because it is that easy. But if you ask me, can I be a data analyst? No, you need at least 2-3 months to become a data analyst, to learn concepts only like SQL, and then practice Power BI. You connect data sets, you play with. When you call yourself data analyst, no, sir, you should be expert at data. When you call yourself Power BI developer, you should know only Power BI. You understood
okay,
the difference, sir?
yeah.
Looking at
So
data,
even
you should understand, okay, what is this column giving me? How can I transform this column? How can I clean this column? What best I can do with this column? Where this column is useful for me? That is where data analyst and data analytics and data science also comes into picture. Understanding data only. My job, sir, if you ask me,
yeah,
one project, even any project that I work on, 70% of the time I spend in data only, sir. Data extraction, data and understanding, data transformation. 70% of the time of the project I spend on that only. Rest 30%, 10% only I will spend on visualization in Power BI or Tableau, and the final 20%, all that 10% for access things, what tools to use, and final publishing and maintaining for 10%. If you ask me, 70% of the time, understanding data only will take for me, sir. Visualization will hardly take me 10% because I'm a data analytics person. But if I'm having a resource who I have hired for doing Power BI job only, his job will be doing Power BI only. 100% job is Power BI.
Okay. So, and also, is the statistics needed in this course
No, sir,
to
that
learn
is
Power
for
BI?
data science, sir. Data science is very different to data analytics. Data
Okay.
science needs statistical modeling for predicting something. That is too much if you are at a fresher level now.
Okay. And lastly, the end goal of Power BI, end goal of using this tool would be to create visualizations.
Yes,
Would
correct.
that
End
be
of
right?
the day, sir, I will give you a simple example because you watch cricket.
Yeah, I do.
Do you watch cricket? You can you see right now
Yeah,
on my screen this visualization of World Cup 23? If I
yeah.
ask you today, who was the fourth best bowler in the tournament? Can you answer me? We won't remember. Only we will remember Virat Kohli. He got Man of the Series award. But if you scroll down,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
pull that for you. Fourth best was Bumrah, bowler,
Okay.
not Bumrah. Kodzi. He's from South Africa.
Okay.
So if I am working for ESPN or Star Sports, I mean Star Sports because that was the telecast channel.
Yeah.
My boss over there, he will expecting me this. Or Rahul Dravid, India's coach, he will be concentrating today because there is India versus England's cricket series going on. 1 second. Okay. Rahul Dravid, he will be focusing on England's best bowlers. Who was the best bowler in India tournament that happened recently? It was Adil Rashid. He will be focusing on this guy. What kind of wickets he has taken. All this is data analytics only, no, sir.
Okay.
That's why it helps. Rahul Dravid, if you give him data, he will scroll through. Can he filter? Can he do some and all? He can't do. He's a cricketer, no. For them, they will show these reports only.
Okay. So, and
So that
how
go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So, how are these visualizations shared? Like we don't give them
There is
Power
a Power
BI.
BI server, sir. There is a Power BI server,
Okay.
sir. You have an option to publish here. You need a pro license for it. I hope you will work in an organization in few days. So what will happen? They will give you license, sir, which is called as pro. It is around 700, and if it is a company, they will buy in lot. Once you publish, sir, it will publish in Power BI server. What will happen? Then you can get a link to share. You will share it with your team. They will be able to see what you have published. It's very simple, sir. Just a click of a button. Srinivas, you raised your hands. Go ahead.
Thanks, Abhishek, for giving this opportunity.
Yes.
I have one question. We have an Excel sheet, right? So it will be same as kind of presentation, graphs generation, and we
Hmm.
have the I and go with the tabla, right? So where the Power BI fit and in the organization level.
Can you repeat that question, sir? So you have an Excel sheet, which is that you
No, for
already have
generation of
visualizations.
the Yeah, repeat again. I will repeat again. So for
Go ahead.
generation of the graphs and analysis, we have the Excel
Mm-hmm.
sheet, right? So the well-known new features are added in the Excel sheet,
Excel.
the Microsoft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many features we have, and like where the Power BI will fit.
Good
So
question, sir.
we
I'll answer
can
your question.
generate these same graphs in Excel sheet, right? So and if
Good
if we
question, sir.
go
I'll
if I
answer.
go with I and we have the tabla, but where Power BI will fit
When
and
you mean
market
Tableau, sir?
in the organization.
You
No,
mean
no, the
Tableau,
Power
sir?
BI where the market will be organizations will be used actually.
I will tell you, sir. I work in a very big organization. Very, very big. Very famous also. Everyone knows that, but I can't tell you. Might be later on you will figure out yourself.
Okay, okay.
When you work in Excel, no, sir, it is Stone Age. I'll be honest with you. Excel can maximum fit in 1 million rows of records. When you mean advanced per Excel sheet, you are connecting to database directly from Excel, sir. Are you doing that?
Yeah, some like a kind
Good,
of
good question.
macros will connect to the
Correct,
database, and
correct, sir.
it will fetch
So,
from the database and it will refresh the Excel sheet, right? Yeah.
correct, sir. So now I will answer you that question. So what will happen, sir? To get you that data set within an Excel, they have to create a summarized view in the database. Once they create a summarized view, what will happen? You will click on Excel, some add-in you will click, and then automatically you will be able to see on the right side what is the column that I need to consider, and you play on the Excel sheet, right, sir? And then you will be able to see, you can plot the graphs, and that is very convenient. I agree to that. But the problem is maintaining database and connecting to Excel at what level of detail you want to see. Okay, if you are sitting at a top management, you can see, okay, reason wise, what is my product that I am selling, fine, how much sale I'm making, how much revenue I'm making, which is good, which is bad, all those at a particular level of detail you will limit yourself. But what if you want to see at customer level? You want to analyze your customer. Okay, what happened to this customer? Am I paying a credit to this customer, or am I get expected to get something from this customer? If you are having a huge company wherein you have some 200,000 customers, and the transactions that they make will be in millions of records, like 50, 60 millions of records, after summarization you can't handle in Excel, sir, and you can't visualize also. That is where all visualization tools will beat Excel. That's why Power BI had to come up with Microsoft had to come up with Power BI as a competitor to Tableau. Tableau was there from 2003. Power BI was launched in 2014, but now both are at same place. If you don't have a visualization tool, Excel cannot survive to that level of detail where you want to see customer level, and within the customer also order level. What was the order? Whether the order is cancelled, whether the order is carried forward, or do the customer need to pay me back something, or are we expected to pay something to the customer? All this, like what is the credit, what is the revenue, what is the price, what is the upgrade, all those things, sir. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I got it. I have one more question. Like the
Go
Power
ahead.
BI will maintain a repository server to maintain all the database related information instead of
So
connecting
sir,
to the database every time.
no sir, so you are I don't know whether I can ask you this question. Whatever database you maintain, it's up to you, sir. Oracle or Snowflake or whatever you are maintaining, it's up to you. You can make connections within Power BI, and you can transform the data, and you can publish onto the server that Power BI holds. So the end user whom you are publishing will not be interested what is the database you are using. It depends on your complete company completely what database they want to use. If they want to use, they can buy Microsoft SQL Server only, no sir. If they want to just buy Microsoft product.
No, I got it. Your point. My question is like every time the data will be refreshed, right? So it will be kept from
Data
the
refresh.
database directly, or it will be maintained centralized
No,
repository.
data refresh. Data refresh. You have an option to automate, sir. If you have a pro license eight times in a day,
Okay.
or you can directly refresh. There is a button in server, like you have a pro, that is the minimum basic license, 8 times in a day automatic refresh. If you have a premium, 48 times in a day automatic refresh. There is one more license called, let's show you that, might be 1 second.
And whether I need to ask the question, I'm right or wrong. Is there
Go
any
ahead, sir.
related snowflakes related to Power BI? The,
Snowflake is a tool, sir, wherein that is a database tool. Once you have
okay.
your data in database, you will need to connect to Power BI. That is where we make the connection. Oracle or Snowflake or anything, PostgreSQL. So, sir, as
Oh,
I was telling you,
it's
free
it's a
desktop.
database only, right? It's not
Correct,
related to any specific advanced
correct,
future conducting to Power BI, right?
correct, sir.
Okay.
So now, this right now, Power BI desktop is free for all of us. You can go and download. Until unless you want to publish something, you need a pro license. Pro license is $10. Premium license is $20. You see, this is where the companies will buy at the SKU level, and then this is like premium capacity per SKU level. Different pricing it is available. Even the pro also $10 is very cheap, no sir. If someone wants to use at a very startup level also, $10 is very small. This is the license cost.
Okay. Okay.
And what Microsoft knows, sir, they are giving all their products in a single bundle to the companies. So indirectly, they are forcing everyone to use their products.
Coming to down the line in the next 5 years, so
Mm.
the Power BI will be have the market in the organization. So like we
You
have
are
the
you are
competitor to
sir,
Tableau, right?
Power BI is already top, sir. If you see
No, no, we have the
2024,
competitor to Tableau, right?
Tableau and
Uh,
Power BI both are competitors, sir. If you ask me,
mhm.
Salesforce is already in trouble. Power BI, Microsoft is in rising mode.
Okay. So will be top on this Power BI, or it will be going down or something kind of thing.
No,
I
no,
just want
Power
to
BI,
analyze in.
sir. It is a Microsoft product, no. So Microsoft goes, Power BI will also go. Simple.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Everything they are giving in bundles, sir. That's what I'm saying. They have created something called as Microsoft Fabric. You have a API connection from Azure. Azure is a
Mhm.
Microsoft product. Okay, and you can host your database on Azure. Okay, once you host your database, you have Microsoft SQL servers. Okay, everything is Microsoft again. Okay, all the Excel, Windows, and all those that we use are Microsoft only. Correct. And
Right.
the data transformation you're using Power BI. Correct. And then you will publish on Power BI server. Okay, and the end
Oh,
user is also using a Windows machine on Microsoft Power BI server to see Microsoft Power BI. So from starting to end, what I told you, everything is Microsoft product only.
okay. And last question is suppose we have created one dashboard. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Uh, that dashboard has to refresh every week or every month kind of thing. So do we have the features in the Power BI
I'm telling
to?
you, no, sir. Here, if you see refresh also,
Mhm.
this will give you eight times in a day free refresh. This will give you
Oh,
48 times in a day refresh.
oh, okay. Daily it will be okay.
Not
Got it.
even not even once a month. You can automate it to 8 times, 48 times, whatever. You pay more, you get more.
Oh, got it. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks for
Yeah,
clarifying
go ahead.
things.
Any other questions, anyone? You can ask me because this is demo. It's okay. We go 5 minutes or 10 minutes beyond. So the session, sir. Sorry, Kokila. I thought of opening your screen. We can do that if you are fine.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Um, 1 second.
Are you not getting the option to share? Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second. I'll make you. Yeah, go ahead. You should get it now.
Can you able to see mine?
No, right now. Not right now. At the bottom, you will have an option to share, madam.
Yeah,
Did you
but
click
it's
on
not.
that? Share
But
screen. Did you get that
it's not
option?
an. It's not an. Okay, yeah.
It will
It's
be. I have given you
yeah,
access.
yeah.
Yes, I have it. You can show me your Power BI.
Um,
Very good.
yeah,
Click on that. Okay, I'll on the right side on this window you have a cross mark, no madam, to close. Yes, go ahead.
yeah.
Click that.
Okay. But I don't
And
have
on
any
the
Excel data.
no, that's fine. I'll make you enter something. On the home ribbon right now, you have something called enter data. Fifth button at the bottom. Fifth button. Home
So,
screen only. Scroll enter data.
internet. Okay, sorry.
Ah, correct.
Oh,
So you type in some first row Sachin, you type Sachin. Then second column, click on that, type 100. Okay, next row you click on it, you type Ganguly or Saurav, anything. Okay, you type 50. Then you type Rahul. You type 20 or 30, whatever you wish to, random number. Okay, one more we will give Dhoni, you type. Ah, okay, you are also typing the same. You write some 60 or something.
okay.
Okay, good, fine. Click on load. Sufficient.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Oh, okay, you want to take Kohli as well? Go ahead.
Okay, then
Load,
no.
load sufficient. Okay. Now your data will load, madam. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
So right side, if you see, there is a data pane, right? Right side, extreme right. Yeah, and there is a table now visible below that table. Yeah, open that table. Select those two columns. Tick mark. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Within 30 seconds, you are able to create your own table and you can visualize the data in tabular
Okay.
format. And
Okay.
if you want to click it in graph one, come to visualizations pane beside data. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on the fourth visualization on the top row, fourth visualization.
This one, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Nothing will happen. Click.
Yeah. Okay.
Now expand the pane a little. I mean, expand the screen. Yeah, you see, it is already organized. Sachin scored 100 runs. Kohli scored 40 runs, 60 runs, or whatever. You see, it's that easy in Power BI.
Okay.
You can click on save button on the top left hand side. There is a floppy disk arrow. No, yeah. You can name it whatever. It is going into C drive, users, Vijay documents.
Okay.
Save. If you want to go and open back, you can close this. Yeah. C drive,
I
users, Vijay. Yeah.
yeah, I need
You
to
can close.
close enter Power BI.
Close.
Okay.
Close. Nothing will happen.
See.
Now, C drive, users, Vijay. Click on the data modified, last modified. You will get the latest one. Yeah. Somewhere. Okay. Can you right click somewhere, madam? It is still showing
I think it's in
2023.
documents. Yeah. Here.
Okay. You found it? Oh, yeah. Just open that.
And Abhishek, one more question. Like this trial
Yeah. Go
version,
ahead,
how
sir.
many days we can
Trial
have?
is free, sir. Your
Oh,
local desktop, you keep lifetime free, sir, until they introduce some rule.
yeah. Suppose if we generate one graph, like in our project work, can we use and we can publish those graph, or for publishing
So
graphs we
you,
need to pay?
you are using in your office machine, sir, local machine, sir, your
Yeah,
machine.
office machine only. Yeah.
Office machine, sir, you can download for free. You can do whatever on your local machine. But if you have to publish and share it with someone, you need to pay license.
I got it. But the graphs, whatever we have, we can copy paste kind of thing, right?
Graph means, sir, in Excel sheet graph or whatever the Miss Kokila is showing
No,
right now.
suppose like here it is graph is generated. Like suppose I want
Correct.
to prepare some analysis on some data table. So we
Correct.
generated some graphs. Those graphs we can copy and paste, right? And if we
No,
have any
no, sir.
restrictions to
You
copying
right
on
now,
this,
if you want to copy this into Excel, I don't think it will work.
no. Copying of these graphs. So we have any restrictions on the Power BI? No, right?
You copy it and paste it where, sir? I'm asking. What is your other,
Oh,
where
okay.
you want to paste this? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. So we can. You are saying like we can pay. We can copy and paste in Excel sheet as well, right?
No,
That's what.
you can't. They will restrict you because this is a Power BI graph. No, you can't copy this
Okay.
over there. You can take screenshot and paste if you are fine. Screenshot you take.
Okay. So, but the data will not be copied. The graphs will copy it, but the data will not be copied.
Data, sir. End of the day, this is Power BI visualization. No, sir. The background data is there. You can't take the data.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. I got your
But
point.
instead, sir, what you are saying, no, you take a pro license 700 rupees, or if you are in US $10, you publish, share the link. Happily, you can use. No, sir. $10 is very cheap, right?
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
suppose this was a match, Kokila prepared this, she will publish. Her team, entire team can see this link, no, within
Yeah, got
$10.
it. Why? Because